We up and I'm feeling like a new me. Stacking new sets, some new E. NFTs, all of them you need. Back in my zone like 2-3. All time high, hit a new peak. Let's go. Homie, the Bulls is back. I said the Bulls is back.
Yo, where the boom is at?
I don't know.
Better lose their hats, cause the news is that the Mad Bulls are back. And all the bear fools better hope the tools are wrapped. L1, L2, both golden. Yo, no layers, only L's I'm holding. Making origami, all the paper hands folding. Sold him, oh no, so low, so long. Sucker, cause the Bulls is back like it's 96. And like a mid-range jump, I ain't trying to miss this. And green candles on my Christmas wish list. A lot of them up quick, then we'll sit to witness. The pump like Reebok, shout to Dennis. Catching rebounds, we found love for winners. No dip, we ripping like Rodman Pippen. Lil Bub and 88 and 8 song we hitting. Yeah, we long and sitting, pretty as can be. Paper hands, old soul, man, as for me, that's blasphemy, a catastrophe. I accumulator made it back massively. We stack sats in fat bags like massive backpacks. Relaxing, that's that, it has to be. A couple racks, flip that, in fact, smashing, grab, attack, hurt the Bulls, he's back. As for me, I never left.
We up and I'm feeling like a new me. Stacking new sets, some new E.
GM, welcome back to the channel. That was the Bulls Are Back by a Little Bubble. So check that one out over on YouTube and socials. Absolute banger of an intro there. But the Bulls are certainly back in terms of the number of hacks going on in crypto right now. It's always a bull market for the hackers, always clearing huge funds from the markets. And today is no different as we see a hack of Unibot. So more on that in this video, plus taking a look at some on-chain stuff, mainly around Solana, but also some trading bots as well. If you enjoyed this, make sure you do subscribe to the channel and we'll jump on in. So on screen there, you have the Unibot chart over the last 24 hours. As you can see by that huge sell-off, something was amiss. Went from 57 bucks all the way down to the Pico bottom, somewhere around 30. It wicked below the price. CoinGecko is showing there it was roughly 30 bucks or near enough on Uniswap. And so that is due to the following. So what was happening here was on-chain was starting to heat up yet again. We've got more volatility in the market, a bit more of a bullish posturing. People are starting to get back in. So as they were just bull posting yesterday, look, there's a resurgence in on-chain activity. Our daily users have doubled. Big stats here. Trading volume has almost quadrupled. Plus the number of trades on their platform has doubled as well. So this is what actually happened. They implemented essential infrastructure upgrades in order to deliver reliable swaps with the best price execution. So this was all about them upgrading their router. Check the timestamp at the bottom, 2 p.m. 30th of October 2023. We progress to this morning. We experienced a token approval exploit from our new router and have paused our router to contain the issue. Any funds lost due to the bug on our new router will be compensated and your keys and wallets are safe. They'll release a detailed response once all of this has blown over. So new infrastructure caused a hack. Have we seen this before? Well, cast your minds back to this time last week. Telegram trading bot Maestro gets hacked. Users are sent 610 ETH in recovery as the router was exploited. So the exact same technique for the hack here. They updated their router, a brand new one, and it was hacked pretty much straight away. And then the next week, Uniswap also likewise want to update the router, make it more efficient. Obviously, the competition has just done that. They suffer the exact same fate. Now, what we did see with Maestro bot was them actually repay all of the lost funds, and they ended up buying back the actual tokens lost. So they didn't refund people with ETH, which they could have done, take a snapshot, your ETH value at this point was X, refund that. They actually did go market buy up the tokens, said shit coins, mainly meme coins, and then refund them to investors. They did this all from their own revenues, and it says it was worth more than $1 million in terms of a hack at the time. This was the quote from Maestro. Every wallet that lost tokens in the router exploit has now received the full amount they lost, and some of you ended up with even bigger bags. Over on the Maestro June analytics, so it was last week somewhere in here, there was an initial drop off in the number of users for them, but it seemingly recovered straight away. Pretty much, there's no major anomaly in there to actually be seen, and it's not as if people just straight away gave up using Maestro. People continue to use it straight away after due to the good faith of them repaying them and more. Some people receive more than 20% additional coins. So the blueprint is there. Unibot will have to do exactly the same. They've already stated they will, so I have no doubts that everything will be made whole here, but they need to ensure that the infrastructure is sound once again. The bot was down earlier for a few hours, but it is now up and running yet again. Obviously, go and check stuff on your own end if you are using Unibot and Unibot X. But this was from small. Quick calculation of how much the impact Team Unibot buyback would have on the tokens, as this was the following information here. So this is stating, look, these were the amounts hacked. So 189,000 of the tax farmer David token, value around 47k. The market cap of this at the time was 250k. And so if they go back and buy up all these tokens on the market, it's roughly 19% of the market cap they would be bidding straight back up. So there is a potential here that in order to make these repayments, they're going to go in and use their own ETH to buy up said tokens. You can see from down here, Joe Coin, 26 million was stolen at 578k's worth. And so that could apply, in theory, a lot of buy pressure to this token, as the hacker has converted said tokens into ETH and was swapping out via Tornado Cash in 100 ETH clips. So in order for people to not realize the losses, potentially this is what Unibot is about to do. So this chart caught my attention over on crypto Twitter, showing you the Maestro exploit on the Joe Coin chart. So Joe Coin is the yellow boy. You would have seen this all over crypto Twitter, and especially my crypto Twitter if you have been active. But post Maestro exploit, this thing went on an absolute run. Now we have the Unibot exploit here and potentially another buyback. Is it going to get sent yet again? We'll see. But now you can see there's a bit of a shakeup in the Telegram bot category. Pal AI has overtaken Unibot. Now 47 mil market cap versus 44. Banana Gun, of course, getting a bit of a tick up here off the back of the fact there's more on-chain activity, so the price was a bit undervalued. Plus, Unibot sells off, people start to buy Banana. We've seen this time and time again, so potentially you'll see some movement in these others, but I wouldn't fade the top dog overall, in my opinion, as long as they make everyone whole. So moving on to some Solana update here. Of course, we have VanEck with this quite outrageous post. Sol will trade somewhere between $10 and 3,211 by 2030, as they say down here. Base case is a $335 token. Bear case is a $10 token, and bull case 3,200, which is a pretty outrageous statement to make. But let's have a little look at some on-chain coins over on the Solana ecosystem that are of interest to myself. First up is Nana here from Play the Heist, the game, a simple staking game with NFTs and tokens. Essentially, Nana here is the token that will rule throughout all the seasons, whereas each season they have a separate new token, which is the higher mission token. So this one's had a huge sell-off since the Pico top up here, going from 21 down to around 6.9 there, almost a 70% retrace, and coming off some really key levels. I did think it was going to bounce here at 10, and I bid just around here. It was around 8, I think 8.9, something like that was the actual entry I got. It went quite a bit lower than my expectation to 7, 6s down here. Didn't scoop down there. I did scoop slightly above, and this has now bounced up towards 9s, 10s. If this does hold as resistance, that of course will be bearish, but they do have some amazing catalysts on the horizon. And what we've seen with the Solana ecosystem is the Sol token itself has sucked a bit of life here. It's pumped over like 100% in the last 2 weeks. And so what we're going to start to see now is a potential rotation back into the eco. And what I'm seeing on the timeline is a lot of people saying, look, I haven't got enough Solana exposure. What tokens to buy? So I think a lot of these will start to get bid. This one here is getting shilled today on the timeline. So that is on a line chart. Let me just pull that up into a candle. And what you can see from this is this token called Neon was trading down somewhere around 8.69 cents here over the last week. It's been accumulated, and there's some big buys coming in today. It's being pushed by Chris Romano over on crypto Twitter, part of the CKC group, Crypto Civo, Camino, and Chris Romano. So if this one does continue, I think they can pump this a lot higher because they have a hell of a track record with their tokens at this point. This is like an EVM crossover into the Solana landscape, i.e. it has full EVM compatibility, but it will be based on Sol. That is the TLDR on this one called Neon. You can buy it through Jupiter, currently at 22 cents, up quite a bit on the day. Then we have the recent LBP that went live from Flowmatic here, and it is pretty much back at the price at which most people got in during the LBP, maybe slightly in profit for most people. I think I bid somewhere around 20s, 21s is when I got in on my average price. So I'm up a little bit here, and I think this one can go obviously higher in the current market conditions and good environment. And also it has solid tokenomics, that is FM. Then we have Crown from the photo finish game. And as you can see, this one is pushing right up against the resistance of its all-time highs. So I think if this one can break out, we get some nice price discovery here. This one could literally be off the races. Please do excuse that shit pun. And then we have Guac here, also kind of like the all-in-one of the hero ecosystem. And this one has been looking pretty good here. If we just pull this up on a different time frame, it's had a few markup phases here, consolidations, and this seems to be tightening in here in a range. And I would expect from the looks of that chart and a bit of pattern recognition that this would actually send from this position as well. It's kind of like an all-in-one DApp for Hero Network overall. Everything that Hero delivers and has, Guac pretty much has it on its interface. So it is pretty damn cool. And a Solana bag conversation can't be complete without Rollbit being mentioned here, and this pushing towards all-time highs, probably going to break very soon in my humble opinion. Nice little segue onto Sol. So Code Hands from Kujira posted this, IBC, and a string of alphanumeric data for us, and this is essentially Solana becoming collateral on the Kujira chain. So as you can see down here, Wormhole Connect, add Kujira chain, and this is going to happen. So essentially you could bring your Solana over to Kujira, use it as collateral, and take out a USK loan and lever up, or maybe buy a ton of Kuji. Then in other news, today we have 31st of October, Sanko Game Corp setting up their streaming platform, Sanko TV. So this will essentially be a merge of like SocialFi, Twitch, but on DMT, and this could be a lot of fun. So streaming coming to Sanko TV and the DMT token today. This could be a big bull catalyst. So very much interested to see what happens here, and there is a Spaces today, 4 p.m. UK time. Final piece of information here, Celestia mainnet is live today, and also the token airdrop takes place today, the TIA airdrop. I've not done enough research on this bad boy as of yet. It's a modular blockchain, but very interesting. This one coming to market now at the start of a bull. Potentially this could be a runner. And here we have Turtle 2 market cap to round off today's video. As you can see, that kind of down trend that we have broken now seems to be busting above, looking towards range highs here. Nice consolidation. The range highs coming in at 675 billion. We're currently at like 580 billion. So it could be a nice bit of a run here for alts across the board. So Uniswap taking the brunt of a hack today. There's always going to be hacks in the crypto economy. Of course, don't have yourself too exposed to any one DApp or one token, as you could get wiped out. Hopefully this will see a nice swift recovery and everyone having their funds fully replaced by the team. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one, folks. Peace.